know, I never knew that I would be a voice actor one day. I was in my room when all my friends were out on dates, and I was practicing voices and doing impressions.
Sounds like me.
I would go through the entire all Indiana Jones movies by myself. All my friends were telling me about how great their dates went. And I'm like, I don't talk to girls, I talk to myself. Alrighty, come on in. Hi everybody. I'm so excited. I really am excited to see everybody. This is awesome. I'm not excited to see my grandfather, so if that tells you something. Like, I don't get excited to see, like, family members as much as I'm excited right now to see you guys. That's what I mean. It's not like I have a vendetta against my grandpa. I just picked him out of a litter of family. Like a litter of puppies. I'll name that one Grandpa, that one Grandma. Come on in, okay, cool. Well, yes, and Firo from Bacano, I forgot that one. But lots of fun stuff. I'm very happy to be in the voiceover world and on camera and things like that. And we start shooting Star Trek in 2 weeks. StarTrekContinues.com. Vic Mignogna's going to be Captain Kirk. I will be portraying Mr. Spock. So I'm reading everything Spock that I can. I'm getting, you know, my ears are custom made for me. I've got the boots made by the people that made the original series Star Trek boots. We've got Grant Imahara from Mythbusters as our Sulu.
Yeah!
We've got Chris Doohan, who was the original Scotty's son, as our Scotty. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some of the writers from Star Trek Voyager and Deep Space Nine wrote our episode. That was cool. We've got an original villain from the original series reprising his role. We've got this 10,000 square foot facility where it's the largest recreation of the original series sets in the world that we're going to be on. It's amazing. Vic, he loves his Star Trek. It's going to be cool. What's funny is I have to cut my hair, like, you know, the Spock bowl cut, because when I was a kid, I had a bowl haircut, because it's a rite of passage as an Asian. You must, man or woman.
True!
All Asians get this haircut.
True, I can testify.
Like, oh, that's not true. It's like, trust me.
Yes.
Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, Korean,
Filipino.
you all get this haircut.
Filipino.
So I had this haircut when I was a boy. And, you know, I was a very awkward child. I was a chunky kid, and I used to wear my socks like boop, boop, right up there, right below the knee. And I had my bowl haircut, ready for school every day. And then there was this girl that came up to me that I really liked. Her name was Ashley, and she's a beautiful woman. And she came up to me, she goes, "Why do you do your hair like that?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm Asian. That's what we do." And she was the first person to change my hairstyle. I changed it because of her. And she doesn't remember that, she doesn't know that. I've never told her, because how do you go up to a girl that you like and say, "Hey, you changed my entire hairstyle for my life"? You can't say that. It only sounds good in a song. If you ever listen to songs and just listen to the lyrics without listening to if you just take the lyrics out of it, it's creepy. Every step you make, every move you make, I'll be watching you. Okay, it's creepy. But it's acceptable if it's got a good beat. So I guess I would have to put it in a song. Run faster.
Shouldn't Germany be saying that?
I see Oran, give it what you got.
Yeah! Go Maury!
This has been a fantastic ride. This life, I've, you know, it's been like a roller coaster. It's been a habercoaster of experiences. I've had my ups and I've had my downs, and a lot of times people are, you know, they're very kind and the things that you guys say, and it's so sweet, and everything that you guys say. And when I tweet something or I post something about how I'm stuck at an airport, or, you know, I'm stuck there and I can't get anywhere till the next day or something, and you guys, you know, you're like, "Oh, damn the airport," or things like that. I don't get upset because of where I come from. And so I try to keep that in perspective. And so I'm first generation to the United States. And so, you know, instead of opening up, you know, a lot of times, you know, my family, my mother came over from Vietnam, and she was 17. She didn't speak any English. She spoke French, she spoke Vietnamese, and then there was a placeholder for some language, whatever she could pick, like Link, he has these little slots for potions and bombs. She's like, I'm gonna put the English language there. So she learned English. She worked in a sweatshop for a while. Not as cool as Foxconn where they build iPhones. Not that that's cool either. But I do love my apps though. But she said, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. So she went to Texas. She became a waitress to pay her way to medical school. And then I came along and I said, I'm going to mess up those plans. Ha! I'm a baby. And so she had to take care of me at the same time going to medical school to become a very powerful, famous doctor, which was very good for her. And so the reason that I can't complain is because I look at that and saw everything that she went through, coming to another country where she doesn't even speak the language. And she rose up and became a doctor, and so I have no room to complain. It's amazing, her story. So me, I have no complaints. I have plenty of regrets, of course. There was that one time I was playing Black Ops, and I'm like, man, I should have picked that gun instead, but I didn't do it. But no, this is a great life. I never would have imagined, and my mother never would have imagined that I would have amounted to anything in the entertainment industry. And it took her coming to a con. At this point, I think this is like my 90th convention, and so she finally came to one after 80 or so conventions, and she's like, let me see what this boy's up to. And she came out, and when she saw how many desserts I received at this one convention, that sold her on it. She's like, okay, he might be able to do something in this business. But it's a fun ride. You never know what's going to happen. My life is a choose-your-own-adventure every day. You remember Choose Your Own Adventure, right? You remember those books? It's like, please turn to page 38 if you want to eat the bread. And then turn to page 40 if you want to die of syphilis, or I don't know. And so, that's my life. I don't know what's gonna happen week to week, month to month. And so when people are like, how do I become a voice actor? Yes, there's no way to do it. There's no secret way. There's no secret handshake that I could teach you. I know a lot of cool handshakes, but I learned them from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I can't teach you one that will get you into voice acting. What I can tell you is you have to get as much experience as you can, because who knows, you may start diving into voice acting and maybe you want to do something else. Maybe you want to be an engineer, maybe you want to be a writer, a director, a producer for anime, maybe you don't want to voice it. Maybe not, maybe you want to, I don't know. So you have to explore those options and see what's going on, what you want to do. And then it's a lot of luck, and it's a lot of being in the right place at the right time. It is about who you know, but that's in any business, you know what I mean? That's in anything. You know when you're on dodgeball, you know how you get to be on the cool kids team? It's because you know the cool kids. It's not because you're excellent at dodgeball. So it's a lot about who you know. But go to school. That's the other thing. You gotta go to school. There's no major for voice acting, but you just go to school because you get these experiences and these connections. When I moved to LA, the people that let me crash on their couch, they were my college buddies. The people that let me do crimes and blame it on them, college buddies. Yeah, one of my buddies is serving 10 to 20 for a murder he didn't commit. I did. It's a college buddy. You get those bonds when you're in college. So I'm answering that question because I know it's going to come, because you're going to ask, how do you get into voice acting? Well, and there's also beautiful, wondrous invention called the internet. And it has a lot of info on there. And there's a lot of videos about it on the how-to videos. So you can find out how to do anything on the internet. I'm not kidding. How do you skin a puppy while it's sleeping? You can find out on the internet. Don't skin a puppy while it's sleeping. Wait till it's awake. It's more of a challenge. No, I love puppies. I love puppies. Little garlic and the chicken bouillon in there, some broth.
Cats are better.
The meat's so tender because they're so young.
More protein.
Yeah, you come back from a day of the studio and you want to kick back and have some puppy stew. What's wrong with that? Everything's wrong with that? You haven't had puppy stew. Oh, you know, like puppy killings. Well, actually, Team Habercorn, the fan club that we have, supports a no-kill animal shelter in Louisiana called the Acadiana Humane Society. So know that every purchase that you guys make through teamhabercorn.com, whether you're joining or you're buying merchandise or Haber shirts from the haberdashery, portion of that goes to support AHS, their no-kill animal shelter. And when you think of shelter, you think of them having a facility kind of like this, but divided up into kennels. It's not like that. They keep these animals in their homes, and they take care of them, and they cover all their medical expenses, their surgeries, their food, all that kind of stuff. So we try to help them. And it's still not enough. I would love to go down there and, you know, help them with the animals if I could. I would nurse the litter of kittens if I could, but I just don't have the capability, literally do not have the capability to do that. But if I could, I would. And so we have a lot of fun with Team Habercorn. If you guys don't know what that's about, we do a lot of corn tests. There's a lot of corn tent on the side. I do Todd casts, things like that.